This is me, the Grand Duchess Rasmus Conan, also known as Ryan Tomlinson. I'm doing my recording today. I'm going through my little religious season and cycle and so forth, and some of you are practicing length and so forth and so forth and so forth. But let's guess. I always say what I went through with the military and winning the lottery in the army, and they misappropriated the funds, stealing it and almost attempting to take my life and so forth, and X, Y, and Z, and say it's a gay issue, whatever it is. Let's not get into the periphery of that, knowing that it was really an attempt and an assault on my physical, emotional, and my personal health and so forth, which failed miserably. And why am I bringing this to the forefront today? It leaves so much, there's so much things to be done when there is a purpose assault for a result on your life, et al., whatever the damage is. But what is it that you as an individual do? Some people become paranoid. Some people become a lot of things, a lot of the expected things in that community called the army and so forth, and their integrity and so forth. The expected things in the medical community, expected people that mean nothing different, nothing valuable about their integrity and the things that they do and how they do it in certain cover-up situations. I've seen my files online. You can only get access to this classified whatever information. I've seen that before. I've seen that hidden for me at Walter Reed. I don't know, and I'm not going into that. But the thing today, I had call it enlightenment, call it wisdom, and so forth. Little things that you do to connect the dots and to make your life, bring resolution sometimes. It shows you whatever you want to call it, Holy Spirit, call it what? Wisdom. Sometimes wisdom brings something to your hand and say, look, here it is, take this. This is my blessing from you because God is with you and no one else, and because you are accused and you have been persecuted and you have been isolated and whatever it is. But that is my belief and my life. 99% things, such perceptions have always been correct ever since that time. And today I had one such perception, or insight that turned out to be really correct. So you call it what you want to call it. But the imperative thing I'm giving away here, or say, never live in the confusion of somebody else's lies. Never live in the assault of their victimization. Never live as a victim of their assault. Live the truth of the tendencies which you practice, and it will unfold them. And those who say that I'm so concerned, you'll see them for the hypocrites that they are. You'll see truth for the love that it is. You'll be happy in your heart. You will find comfort, peace, and joy where no one else will give you that doorway. Where no one will give you that doorway. And so therefore, you have to wonder, what is the why? I wonder to myself, why am I being so enlightened? Or why do I have this vision? And why do I have to unravel all of it? Why do I care? I have left the past behind. Army, Nurse Corps, my family, and anything else of the derogatory nature that couldn't support me, and friends that couldn't support me. So what is it? Was I wrong? Am I incorrect? Am I irrational in doing this? It's a spirit of things to come. Acts of things that we practice to be humane people, that saves us and gives us the light to survive, that lifts us above people that said, I am this or I am that or I sit in that authority. And I give this message to you so that you can have, there is personal strength, there is personal power in what you will do and what you will accomplish and how you will accomplish it. And how you will live your life, whether people want to call it exemplary, non-exemplary, a thief or criminal, or what it is. Patience is a virtue. And there's a lot of things. A lot of people have been doing lots of wrong. But when one voice comes up against a whole lot of things, and it is judged, criticized, defamed, and defaulted, you have to wonder, what are the other voices that were stamped in this little country we call the United States of America and our Constitution? It is a grave thing. It's a grave mistake to live in the fear of falling to people that have done you a wrong or done you an injustice. Alone, yes, but there is something more significant to life than not saying it for what it is, respectfully and honestly and decently. And in there, I found my happiness. I wrote a little quotation today and so forth, and I want to share it with you. People always say, "Oh, Jesus, Jesus, and God this and God this and Jesus and the acts and the." I am not fatalistic about my life that I'm living, or the life that I will live, or the life that is going on around me. But know that in everything, you must have an outlook and a progression, because what life does is judge you on your own belief. And if you live by if you practice to live your belief in the lowest situation that people may have placed you, then you are victorious in who you are by not falling to it, whatever it may come. You Christians say sacrifice, that's what Jesus did. I'm not trying to sacrifice, but I'm living my belief and my outlook. I wrote this today after receiving the whatever it is, call it wisdom, whatever you want to call it. Verily I say severely, the reality spoken and not agreed, but written, not practiced, but lost of such. The acts is the acts of the very acts, verily to be displayed. How do you fare, my dears? I give my honesty, my integrity, and my loyalty to everything. And truly, as I sat there today, doing a menial little job, the connections, a dot connected to something else, and I'm not going to go in depth about it. It was so poignant, and then something else I did, I said, this is not mine. I need to return this, and I need to do that. And then when you did a thing, when I did the comparisons, it was a strange thing. But before all of that was put together, it's like the light shine in my eyes, and I saw something else. A light shining. Call it whatever you want to call it, and say, this is what it is. I refuse to believe it. But the reality of the end of the day, proved what I foresaw or perceived. And I'm not psychic, but I want to give, especially you young people, something to hold on to, something to believe in, something just and poignant to operate on. You find it in yourself. This is Meza Grand Duchess Rasmus Conin, 3706 Manor Road, apartment 2, 240-274-0156. Let them deliberate about you. Let them do whatever it is that life needs to do about you. Life will not abandon you. People may do that, but you stick to your belief, and it will life or nature or whatever it is will give you something to believe in. Again, reaffirm you. Have a good evening.